Hey everybody, hope everybody enjoyed their weekend there. Got a few days here till winter break, much deserved break for everybody. So looking forward to that. This video here, I'm going to share all of the kids and classes that got all of our MAP incentives. The individual kids will be getting some out of uniform days on Tuesday. I'll get Mrs. Fuller to make some passes there for you. So I'm going to read off some of these kids, and I'm loving a lot of these kids' names that I'm seeing on here, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to do 5th grade first. I'm going to do the highest student in the class, so that's in reading. We'll do reading first. So Mrs. Redmond's class, I've got Chris Velasco. Mrs. Lemon's class, I've got Ronan Buell. Wiley's class, I've got Eunice Umbaka Viokla. I know I messed that up. I'm sorry, Eunice. Mrs. Tolbert's class, I got Ava Gronfeld. Mrs. Scott's class, I got Talia Gomez. George, I've got Joseph Cool. Mrs. Rhodes' class, I've got Jal Smith. Wilson, I've got Lariah White. Hardin is Jasmine Holiday. Rogers is Nicole Soto. And Mrs. Miller's class is Kyle Shupp. Again, that was the highest score in reading on the MAP test. We're going to do the highest score in math now for 5th grade. That is also Kyle Shupp for Miller's class. We've got Christian Hernandez and Rogers, Sakari Kemper for Mrs. Hardin's class, Austin Shedd in Wilson's class, Jonathan Juarez Carrillo, and Mahesh Damal. We had a tie in Mrs. Rhodes' class, so both of those students. Got one for Loyota Lopez Mendoza in George's room. In Scott's room, I've got Micah Johnson and Alejandra Gutierrez, so again, a tie in that class. Got Nayana Velez in Tolbert. Eunice again in Mrs. Wiley's room. Ronan Buell again in Mrs. Lemon's room. And again, Chris Velasco in Mrs. Redmond's room. So congratulations to those students there. This next one is going to be the highest growth in reading. So again, highest growth, so not necessarily the highest score. We're going to do reading and in math by homeroom in this one. So in reading, I've got Tanaya Lovelace in Redmond, and then I've got Brooklyn Hawkins Geralds in Mrs. Redmond's class. Lemon, I've got Gabby Lopez Velasquez and Elijah Yelling. Wiley's class, I've got Jayla Simpson and Bimal Bajgai and Kismot Ray, all for reading, all tied. And I've got Salmaine Kane for math. Travis Purdon and Andre Parker and Nayana Velez in Miss Tolbert's room. Jariah Walker actually got both the highest growth in reading and in math from Mrs. Scott's room, so congratulations there. I've got one for Sirius Schmidt, and that's in Mrs. George's room. He got both reading and math, highest growth. Mrs. Rhodes' room, I've got Freddie Mendoza Alcone in math and Ramatule Ende in reading. Wilson's room, I've got Jeremiah Long in math, and in reading, and in math, I've got Nasir Brown and Omar Leonard. Mrs. Hardin's class, I've got Nevaeh Jordan and Jasmine Holiday in reading, and Destiny Rose Witt in math. Rogers' room, I've got Jesus Alvarado in reading, and Adonis Farmer in math. And in Miller's room, I've got Kyle Shupp as far as the reading, and in math, I've got Cassidy Stockmeyer. So congratulations to those guys. My highest class average in reading and in math were both to Mrs. Miller's homeroom, so congratulations there. My highest homeroom growth, so again, the highest homeroom growth for homeroom in reading was Mr. George's homeroom, so congratulations there. I've got Mrs. Rogers' homeroom was the highest growth for math. And I've got my top score in the grade level. So the top score of everybody in the grade for reading and in math for 5th grade is Kyle Shupp for both reading and in math. So congratulations to all those students. Again, all the individual awards, I'm going to have some passes going out to the kids tomorrow. Mrs. Fuller's going to get some knocked out there for you. Okay. Since this video is already at about 4.5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and stop this 5th grade one, and I'm going to do the 6th grade in a separate video. But again, I hope everybody has a great winter break. I'll be seeing you over the next few days. And if you have any questions about any of the awards, just let me know. I'll be doing some more classroom awards probably either Wednesday or when we come back from break. Likely it'll be pizza, lunches, or donut breakfast. Okay? So I will see you guys soon. Thank you.